Hi, thanks for tuning in. I am Cecilia Manella, and I hop on here every single week to share some mental health tips and tricks. So this month's theme is harmony, and last week we just talked about bringing some harmony into your life. And today I want to talk about harmony with your body. Now, I'm not just talking to women, but let's face it, women are the ones that typically struggle the most with body image issues and fighting ourselves and society and social expectations around beauty standards and all the things. I really want you to think about, what does it mean to have harmony with yourself, within your own body? So we go back to the definition of harmony. It's about flow, right? We're talking about being able to work in this ebb and flow that has a rhythm, that is loving, that is connected. And that is the foundation of harmony. So when you're talking about having harmony with yourself and your body, I really want you to think about, what is your current relationship with yourself and your body? How critical are you of yourself? What are you pointing out about yourself in your own head about what is not good enough about you? Because I know you've got something or many things, because most of us keep this long, long list of all the things that are not good enough about us, whether that's your stomach or our arms or our legs or our butt or our breasts or whatever it is. We're constantly in this relationship of criticism with ourselves, which is not harmonious, has zero harmony. That relationship, when we're really critical about something, let's say that I hate my arms, and I'm constantly nitpicking at that. I'm constantly, whenever time I look in the mirror, that's all I point out to myself. It's the only thing that I say to myself is how much I dislike this and how much I hate my arms and how ugly they are. And if I'm just going on and on and on and on. So when we have that kind of dialogue with ourselves, within ourselves, by ourselves, what it does is it creates a lot of friction, because we want to hold this idea of self-acceptance, self-love, self-esteem, just having positive regard for ourselves on this one hand. And on the other hand, we're doing all this critical thinking about ourselves, all this criticizing, looking at the ways to identify things that make us not good enough or not measure up or not be beautiful or not be pretty or all the things that we're not. These two things are, cause a lot of friction inside. And they should. Because we don't want to be all critical. We want something that actually is going to fight that critical voice a little bit. But this friction actually is the opposite of harmony. These things don't work together very well. They're not, they don't collaborate, and they really shouldn't be, fitting together like pieces of a puzzle in any kind of way. So what we want to do is think about, like, how do you come to a place of having some harmony with yourself, moving that critical needle just a little bit further away from being really, really critical, and just shifting a little bit of place, closer to being neutral. Now, it just means neutrality means, like, your arms are your arms. They're not good nor bad. They just are what they are. And it's just one body part, about, one piece of who the entire person that you are. It is not the most important thing about who you are. And so this moving away from criticism and moving towards a space of even neutrality, not even positivity, like, let's not even go to positive, let's just go to neutral, creates more harmony within yourself. And what you'll notice when you start to have more harmony with yourself, the relationship you have with your body, with yourself, and is a bit more harmonious, which means the pieces are flowing a little bit better. The way you think about yourself is flowing a little bit better, falls in line with your values, and who you want to be. When all that kind of starts to flow a little bit better and sits in the space of harmony, you're going to find your moods are going to improve. You're going to find that you are going to see more positive attributes about yourself naturally. You won't have to try as hard. You'll find your self-talk, your internal dialogue that is constantly being critical, move towards a space of, like, oh, my hair is really nice today. Or, like, I really like my eyes, or I really like how my feet look in these shoes, or whatever it is. Now, it's not about focusing on positive things about your body. What it is about just moving to a place of away from criticism, away from not good enough, into a space of good enough. And that place is a lot more harmony. There's a lightness that comes with this. There's a space where we can share more joy, or we show up lighter in our hearts, and in our minds, when we have more harmony with the relationship we have with ourselves. Now, this body relationship we have is really complicated. We are constantly inundated with media messages, familial messages about how we are not good enough. And the only way to get to a place of being happy and content and being loved is about being perfect. And the truth is that we are all imperfectly perfect. So, and, we all have different variations of who we are. And perfection is, it should be desired, and it's not attainable, and it's not going to bring some harmony into your life. So I want you to move out of perfect around these things and think about more how you can create some movement towards neutrality, create some harmony within yourselves, to think about some of your positive attributes, and not try to go to toxic positivity, but just go to a place of being neutral. And you'll notice that there's going to be a lightness that comes in to your life when you start having a more harmonious relationship with yourself. Now, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you around here next week.